Hey guys, this is Steph Mischuk with killersites.com and csstutorial.net. In this quick video, I'm going to give you a little course on usability, something that we just discovered in the recent revamp of the CSS tutorial website. So right here in front of you, we have the new version of CSS tutorial along the same lines as our university layout, Killer Sites University, if you haven't seen it. And the same family, of course, of the new Killer Sites redesign. This is in 2010. So let's go back to CSS tutorial. And we upgraded this site here. I'm going to go, this is a snapshot of the old site. And well, don't laugh. This site was actually built in 2004. And I hadn't changed the design since. So it was in need of an upgrade. So what I want you to pay attention to is not the design changes, is this. This is a video on usability. So let's look at this newsletter. So right in the page, right in the middle of the page, I have this CSS basic newsletter subscribe box here. Nothing special. And what I did in the new design, well, what we did rather, is we put it right here, subscribe to our newsletter. You know, still very prominent at the top, easy to see. So what's interesting is I thought that the new web design, it's pretty slick in comparison. I figured that this new web design would encourage people to subscribe to the newsletter because, it's a nicer looking site. So, let's learn web design from these guys who can produce decent looking sites. As it turns out, though, this particular layout got me a lot more subscribers. In fact, this newsletter form here would get me, maybe 12 or so subscribers a day just on this newsletter. And when I changed to this design, it can range anywhere from 3 to 6 or 7 a day. So you're seeing a 50% or more decline in the subscribers just by moving it from the middle here to up here. So that's a pretty significant change with a minimal move. Just keep in mind how important the placement of widgets, items on your page are to usability or to user interaction with the page. There you go. So of course, what we're going to do as a result of these quick results, we're going to be moving the subscriber newsletter back in the middle here. We're going to dress it up, though, with some, icons or something and so on. One other thing I failed to point out is if you look, the newsletter is very descriptive, CSS basic newsletter. Whereas here, all it just says is subscribe to our newsletter. This is very generic, doesn't tell anybody about the newsletter. I assume, though, that since this was a csstutorial.net website, I figured they would figure out that this was, of course, a CSS-related newsletter. I'm going to be doing some more tests to see reaction, but I got a feeling the fact that the title is very explicit here, and we have a little bit of information about the newsletter here, and that it's centered, I think that these three issues, these three things, have affected the number of people subscribing to the page. And there you go. That's your lesson in usability from killersites.com. And just in case you want to see me, I'm Steph Mischuk. I'm this guy here. And I hope you find this video useful.